1,000 music fans gather for a free concert in Barcelona to test whether same-day screening can make live events safe. And this is billed as the future, possibly, of live events. So that's what drew me to it. Probably won't go to a concert anytime soon. Just don't do that kind of stuff. Unless the missus drags me to one in Vegas. Well, I'm not going to get into that. But after passing screening, 500 volunteers were randomly selected to enjoy event. The rest who didn't get selected in study were sent home to form a control group. Study was given the go-ahead by the regional authorities in northeast Catalonia. Dr. Boris Rivolo of IRIS said, "This is not a party. This is a scientific study." A scientific study? Tell that to the fans who came out. Look at that. They are partying. The diagnostic test produces results in 15 minutes, as compared to several hours or days later, but is not as accurate as other types of tests. You may be wondering to yourself right now, well, if it's not as accurate, then why are they doing this and why are they taking the risk? Tell me that those guys don't think it's a party. Those guys have never been so excited for a scientific study. Guaranteed. Crowd here, enjoying the scientific study, everybody's masked up. I don't doubt that that was mandatory as part of the experiment. They interviewed a woman here, 57-year-old said, "I really missed going to concerts. Above all, to hear some rock and roll. I don't feel like a guinea pig. I feel like I'm taking a stand. The world of culture, and above all the concert halls, are having a very bad time of it. And I don't want them to shut for good. The Kennedy Center's doing good from what I hear. Shh. And if they end up choosing me in the draw to go to a concert, that will be the cherry on top. The study is organized by Barcelona's The Fight AIDS and Infectious Diseases Foundation, along with Primavera Sound Music Festival. The study was given the go-ahead by the regional authorities in northeast Catalonia. Here you see individuals lined up. Everybody's got their masks on and all that stuff. Yeah! Wait a minute. Barcelona? I may be wrong, but isn't that Argentina's jersey? Am I wrong on that? Isn't that their World Cup jersey? That's not a Spanish jersey, I know that for sure. People gather around a table, talking and drinking inside, before a free concert in Barcelona, Spain on Saturday, as part of a medical study. Don't see a lot of social distancing here. I wonder what's going on. Oh my God. This may be a super spreader event. He insisted that the use of same-day antigen screening for large events wasn't a substitute for face masks and other sanitation rules, but he believed it could be a powerful tool to help make large events safe enough until vaccines are widespread enough to beat back the 19. He said this could be useful in all types of events, from cultural events to business congresses to sporting events. And young people, as we have seen, are holding their own clandestine parties because they have no other outlet and a 99.99994% survival rate. Maybe it's a little bit less. And young people, there you see the tests right there. The silhouette of a nasal swab. Art is not a crime, but graffiti is. I'm being a party pooper, I know. How lovely to see people enjoying themselves again, someone says. Oh, here's somebody who's worse of a pooper than me. Highest deaths. Who thought this would be a good idea? Those making money from it. How sad and selfish. Yes, please, please, government, lock us up forever. You know what? I don't even want to go out to get the shot. Just come to my house. Excuse me, the jab, as they call it in Europe. Please come to my house and give me the jab, and I'll stay inside for months and months and months. And 14-day quarantine, now going on 9 months. Someone looking for trouble, idiotic, ridiculous, a room full of people who are not at risk if they pass it on to each other. Okay, and that's what I talked about in terms of the survival rates. Like I said, in the news, and again, I don't watch much, so maybe you have a different take on this, but from my perspective, all we're hearing now is the number of cases. We hear the deaths, sure, but in the beginning, there was a lot more emphasis on the deaths, certain numbers of people dropping per day, and like I talked about before with statistics, how they can be manipulated. Why aren't we out here telling people the survival rates? It's just the number of cases, right? Makes you wonder. There's so much misinformation, so much politicization here of it, but regardless, it's good to see that people are out there, or that they're trying some things to kind of at least help people break out of this 9-month, whatever the fuck it is that we've been under. All of that said, the gentleman that I quoted above, wishful thinking, where he said this may create a situation where people feel more at ease for business, congresses, stuff like that, going out, being social. So naive of him to not think that the very next time something like this happens, that they're going to try to lock us down again. And it wouldn't surprise me if there's nothing next year, that if flu season comes along, that they wouldn't start hyping up the number of sick people, cases due to the seasonal flu, and then try to go back into lockdown mode again, depending, of course, what the leadership of your city, state, or national government looks like. All right, everybody, be well, and just remember, 99.9994.